This is going to be your year. You're going to make some big changes and make your life better. Either you are happy with your life or you are unhappy with your life. If you're unhappy with your life, you're going to need to make changes. If you make big changes and you're still not happy, you're going to be miserable. So, what can you change? Well, you can change people in your life. You can have a breakup. You can have boundaries with family members. That may help. You could buy something new, materialistic. You can change your car, your house. There's been a lot of saying that there's a lot of pent up demand because people have been in their house for a year, so they want to go out and travel. They want to spend their stimulus check. Adam, what's up, brother? Good evening. Tested positive for COVID today. Well, brother, love to you. I just had a beautiful Latino MILF. As soon as I walked past her, she sneezed. I cursed her, and I cursed God because I just was ready to sign up today for the vaccine. I'm probably going to get the Pfizer if I have a choice. Because in Florida, as of today, March 29th, 2021, if you're 40 or older, you can get it, the vaccine. So I signed up, but they put you on a waiting list. But you don't have to just sign up with the state. You can sign up with Publix. You can sign up with CVS. So I got to try those things tomorrow and throughout the week. Now I feel like I have to sneeze. They said that 80% of the population is probably going to get it. And do you feel sick? And how do you feel? Why am I getting the vaccine? Because I know two people that are in their late 30s. They're in good physical shape. And they were sick as a dog for 3 weeks. Some of their family members had to go to the hospital. And if it wasn't for that, these are a couple of guys I still talk to in Jersey. If they didn't get sick and I didn't hear the way they actually sounded and I didn't know them personally, I probably would not be so ready to get the vaccine. But because I physically know people who are my age, middle age, healthy, not any underlying conditions, and even though they recovered, they didn't die, they got severely sick and some of their family members had to go to the hospital. So, I want to avoid that if possible. So if I can get a shot to avoid it, I'll get it. Why? Because I already got vaccines when I was a child. I went to public schools. And you know what it is. Adam, stay positive, brother. Hang in there. Fred, $5 super chat, brother. Are big changes coming this year for you, Fred? Love to you, man. Or the same shit? I don't know. I debate that in my mind, I am on the verge of either getting a new car, a new house, or just keeping everything the same. Because does that really change my life? Well, it changes my life a little bit because I live a dramatic life. I live out of my car. I live as a YouTuber. And I think the biggest thing at this point, my man Drinking with Jordan, he lived in his car for a little bit. He said the same thing. You did too, Fred. It's being in the public. So like even this beautiful, you should have saw Fred. You should have saw this girl. Okay, woman. She's a woman. She has some nice legs. She just sneezed in front of me. I looked at her like trash, and she's beautiful. Pluto, 99-cent super chat. Damn it, Pluto. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go to Dollar Tree, okay? And I'm going to buy some cleaning products. Why? I feel like I got to wipe stuff down after that beautiful woman sneezed in front of me. I was very upset. Love to you, brother. Shout to Fred. Shout to Pluto. Shout to all my members. Adam, feel better. We want to get you better, brother. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you're doing good. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys want to change this year, okay? Or is it going to be the same shit? Now, it's not necessarily bad if it's the same shit, because like I said, at this point in living a minimalistic, simple life, and I've dated beautiful women, and I've ghosted unbeautiful women, is that, for me, I've kind of become aware that a big change doesn't really make a big difference many times. So I'm sitting here like, I get a new $30,000 car. It's a big change, okay? Make a couple videos about it. Everyone go crazy. Then I'm stuck with the car. But I do look at the hybrid electric plug-in cars. I could buy a house or RV lot, make a big change, do a couple videos. I got a place to go every night. But I lived that life already for 15 years, own the house. But, not in Florida, not by the ocean. So I talk it out, and that's why, guys, I've been in like this limbo state. You know, people say, make a decision, make a decision. Hey, guys, look, go ahead and make my day. Tell me to make a decision, you get blocked. Okay. Because what I can tell you is this: I'm stuck with the house, I'm stuck with the car, I'm stuck with your wife, okay, who's not satisfied by you. That's why she come to my live chat. Never forget it. Is that I would have returned this chick. You should see this chick that just sneezed in front of me. She's beautiful. Okay. And I said to myself, doesn't she have any self-respect? Now, she did sneeze in her hand. But I felt like, why all of a sudden, just when I walk by, you got sneeze? Okay. I felt very upset. I feel like I got to sneeze now, but I can't. You know, ever get that feeling? I'm fucking upset. Adam got the coronavirus. Shit's crazy. All right, let's take out this break. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. I don't like that. Like I said, guys, I was given a fist bump before the coronavirus. I'm not into like, spreading germs and stuff like that. Adam says, oh wait, I skipped a couple. Pluto, good to see you, brother. Love to you, Pluto. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. One day at a time. Time management. Self-care. Take a shower before you go to bed. You want to know how to sleep better at night, take a shower before you go to bed. Okay, why? Because there's something soothing to your well-being when your body can shut down, fully clean, smelling good, and there's no stickiness. It's like just like a clean vibe. It's a very good thing. Good job. Let me know, guys, if you can see the video quality. I know the past couple nights I've been traveling around. The video's been a little bit shaky. A couple people complain about that. Fred, hey Sam, here in NYC, starting tomorrow. Vaccines available for 30 and up. Well, damn, man, shout out to you. You gonna get it, Fred? Well, there you go, guys. Look, it looks like we're returning back to normal. Hopefully this summer. They say if you get there's 3 vaccines, 3 manufacturers. Pfizer, number 1. 2 is Moderna. 3 is Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is the only vaccine that only requires 1 shot. However, studies show it's the least effective so far, only like 60-70% effective. The Moderna and Pfizer are the top 2. Pfizer is considered the best. They both require 2 shots, but after the first shot, they say you're 80% likely not to get COVID. So if I had a choice, I'd probably pick Pfizer based on all the research I did. But any of them at least should pretty much help you in a dramatic way. Love to you, brother. Adam, wasn't feeling good, Dempsey. I don't like to hear this. So went and got tested. This sucks. It does. I feel bad for you. Feels like the flu. Brother, what I can tell you is this, man. Take care of yourself more than ever. NyQuil, you got to isolate now for like 14 days. My friend got it, Adam, 3 weeks ago. The first week wasn't that bad. The 5th or 7th day got really bad. Okay, very bad cough. The cough was the worst. He was able to breathe, but the cough was horrible, congestion. And so, what should you expect? Everyone reacts to it differently, but the 5th or 7th day should be the peak. And then you slowly feel better the 3rd or 4th week. Hopefully, most people, over 90% of people, after the 3rd or 4th week, make a full recovery. Maybe with some lingering symptoms for a few more weeks. So there is hope. The hope is over 90% shot that you're not going to need to go to the hospital. You're not going to, have maybe even a bad cold. However, the cold is going to be scary because it's a real thing. It's on the news. You feel about it. And obviously, it's a real thing, but you should be fine. You're a middle-aged person. Just be careful, brother, and keep us posted. Pluto. Today was a good day on my end. Well, that's how we get to good days. We have to fight through our bad days. Some people say, look, why are you always upset? Why are you always drunk? Okay, why you drink every night? Yeah, I know, because you hate life, okay? I stay sober every night. I show up every day. I do better videos than you, okay? And what I can tell you is this. Okay? What you eat don't make me shit, like my man Hal used to say, like Jay-Z said. But what I can tell you is this, guys. You need big changes on your channel, on your life, okay? On your facial hair. It's true. But the truth is, you can keep hating, okay? The truth is, you can keep trolling. Truth is, channel keeps growing. And truth is, whether it's the same shit or big changes, I'm gonna say it like how I feel it, okay? Why? Because that's how I live my life. Okay, if you don't like it, don't watch. But you're gonna get this every night. Andreas, $1 super chat, brother. Forgive me because I'm a little bit late on it. I got a little bit crappy Wi-Fi. Good to see you, Andreas. Shout out to Central Jersey. Shout out to you and your family and your daughter. Hello, daughter. Okay. What I can tell you is this, guys. Love to you, Andreas. Keep pushing forward. Andreas. I saw 2 A's. I got crazy. Andre, I love you, man. Thank you, Andre. Keep pushing forward, my friend. Fred, Pluto, and Andre, thank you very much. How you feeling, Andre? Pluto. Oh, yeah, I read that. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. You got to fight through the bad days to get to the good days. He goes, today was a good day. Thank God. How are you, brother? Yeah, same thing. Today was a better day. Okay. So we have our good days. We have our bad days. There's no way around it. So what do? You fight through your bad days, sustain yourself through self-care, keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up. Then, hey guys, look, before you know it, yeah, they're still hating, but they're still behind you, okay? And what I can tell you is, hey, keep watching while I lap your ass. Fred, love to you, brother. I appreciate all your support. I hope good and great things happen for you this year. Whether big changes or same stuff, whatever is best for you, because you don't have to make big changes. You don't have to make big changes. You don't have to make big changes. Really what you got to do is just do you, consistency, self-care, and you do whatever you want. Fred, love to you, brother. It's reciprocal. It's reciprocal like the 1,000 Trails adventure package. And I may get that. We'll see. Love to you, brother. Pluto, thank you again, man. Angel emoji, brother. I like that. Deathcore Nublia, what's up, man? Shout out to the UK. Being sick is a freaking curse. That is. I'm not going to lie. Like that girl who just sneezed, I cursed her, then I cursed God. I used to have colds on a regular. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I pray for those people who get sick very quickly. I am better now. Thank God, Nublia. We love you, brother. Great to have you in here. Andre, you know what it is. Central Jersey's in the house. Love to you, brother. Pluto. Oh, I'm going to do a video on this. He goes, I joined 24-hour fitness and go shower and work every night, brother. And the showers are great. You gotta, guys and girls, any of my nomads out there, Planet Fitness is not cutting the cheese. You got to keep Planet Fitness, but you got to get Anytime Fitness as well, or you got to get 24-hour fitness. Whatever gym in your proximity that's 24/7, that has more private showers, and that has the 24/7, because right now Planet Fitness is still not back to 24/7. They're like 24/5, okay? And they're only open for certain hours on the weekend. And their showers are like YMCA showers. You need some privacy if you're a full-time nomad. Okay. So, brother, you did a great job. You got to spend a little bit extra money and get another gym membership. You did it. Good job. Nublia, what's up, brother? Random question, okay. Do you think getting tattoos is a mental problem or an expression? I think it's an expression. I think a mental problem is liking violence. I think that's what you said last night. So I think tattoos are basically artwork. Now, if you have a tattoo of violence, that's a mental problem. Okay. If you have a tattoo of inspirational stuff or spiritual stuff or people who you know, that's what I have. Okay, that's inspiration. Okay. That's artwork. That's a life memorial. Okay. So it all matters what the tattoo is, because the tattoo is basically a picture of your mindset. So again, if you got to, but I do know some good people. Well, I think they're good. I don't know them. Like, no, I don't live with them. You never know someone until you live with them. Never forget it. But I know some good people. They got some death stuff tattoos, but I love them. And now, again, I don't live with them. I don't live with no one. So I don't want to make a judgment on someone else. I think everyone's got mental problems. That's truth. I think that's why people like my videos when I say this about mental problems, that. I think some people are complete psychopaths. I think some people are borderline. And I think for some people, the only thing keeping your sanity is that dark liquor you drink every night. That's I think. Or a Tootsie Roll. That's I think. Or whatever you fill in the blank. So, yeah, that's how I feel. Fred, yes, I'm getting the vaccine. Love to you, brother. I've been getting vaccinations since I was a baby. I don't understand why this has to be political. Who wants to be social and distance and wear a mask? Well, I'll take social distance for the win. Masks, I'm okay with getting rid of them. I agree with that. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if this girl knew I was walking behind her. That's why I cursed God a little bit. Because I must got high energy. Because as soon as I walk by someone, like they got to do something. They got to sneeze, they got to cough, they got to move their chair. As soon as I come in a parking lot, I'm by myself, they got to park next to me. It's like, guys, what do you have to be by me? You know what I mean? It's like I feel upset that there's certain people I'm like, I don't know. I can't explain, but that's how I feel. Fred, showers before bedtime is just therapeutic for me. 100 emoji. I'd rather shower at night rather than the mornings. Yeah, it took me a while to figure this out. When I was young, I showered in the morning. When I did my nomad life, I only was taking showers every other day or so, and I messed up. I'm not gonna lie. But I take a shower now every night. That's the best time to take a shower. Totally agree. Doran, hey, Doran. Video's much better tonight. Doran, love to you. God bless you and thank you for all your love. I appreciate you hanging in there, and I appreciate all your supportive comments. I read your comment today. Love to you, Doran. New blip. I shower out fear of not having clear skin. Well, I can understand that. I appreciate you sharing. But you do have clear skin? Oh, okay. He goes, he's like a good look, like a lot of good looking girls I knew, they used to be insecure about not looking good. I was like, weird. It's like, why would you be insecure? You look good. I don't know. But that's how some people feel. So you got clear skin, but you got a phobia of not having clear skin? He goes, I hate spots. I can understand. Hate acne. All right. Hate dirtiness. Damn, man. Okay. You got OCD. When you got OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, that's a mental problem. Okay. And that can turn into a religious thing or a violent thing or a superstitious thing. Now, I had OCD when I was young. Okay. I used to have to touch something a certain amount of times. Okay. So I'm honest with you. So how do you overcome that? Well, you got to go on your own journey. But don't stay in your house like, I don't know. Everyone's different. Everyone has different levels of, I'm not, I can't judge everyone. I don't live with everyone, and I don't want to live with no one. All I can tell you is sometimes in life we get fixated on something, and that's not bad because there's a lot of people with OCD that become very successful because they have a focus. Okay. So it's like anything. You got energy, right? So you got to harness that energy, focus it, discipline it, but then when you got high energy, you walk past someone, they sneezing. Fuck, ruined my day. That bitch ruined my day. She looked good. I wish she was just wearing her Daisy Dukes and not sneezing. But now I got something I feel like I'm going to sneeze any minute. I want to sneeze, but I can't. You ever feel like that? Big changes, guys. Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Sam. At the gym. Good job. I'm getting my first dose of vaccine scheduled end of April. Well, good job, Wendy. Wendy, do you know which one you're getting? Or did you just... On the Florida website, at least for the state, they gave you a choice on which one you prefer, or you can click a button that says whatever one's available. Now, I chose Pfizer on the Florida governor website, but I just found out after I did that waiting for the state will probably take longer. You could just go on Publix.com/vaccine. Or like CVS.com/vaccine, and you sign up with those individual establishments to get online. I didn't know that. I found it out. I got to figure it out. Love to you, Wendy. Great to see you get that exercise in. Love to you. Nublia Fred, thank you again, brother, for your gracious super chat. Thank you, Pluto. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, pray for our brother Adam, man. He's got the coronavirus. Here he is. He goes, I'm going to get the Pfizer. It's made in Kalamazoo, Missouri. Okay, I didn't know that. I know they have a Pfizer pharmaceutical plant in New Jersey. They have several pharmaceutical plants in New Jersey. One is Merck. I worked at Merck in Rollway, Linden area. And they had a Shearing Plow in Kenilworth. I don't know, Pfizer may have been in Kenilworth too. They had Novartis. I worked at the Novartis too, over there in East Hanover. But love to you, Adam. Represent Missouri. Love to you, man. Keep feeling better. Yeah. The guy I knew, Adam, who got the coronavirus and now he's kind of recovered. He's about 95% recovered. He said he's still going to get the vaccine too. I said, why are you going to get it? Because from what they know, he said, what the doctor told him is that if you get the coronavirus and you recover, you have immunity, but for what they know, it's only up to like 3 to 6 months. So it's not like lifelong immunity. So I don't know if anyone fully knows the truth, but that's what he was told. So he said, fuck it, I'm gonna get the vaccine too. Pluto, what's up, man? Sam, hey. My main job is from Wednesday to Saturday. I like that shift. 12-hour shifts. I like that. Rather have a few days off. Income is $3,500 after taxes. Love that. DoorDash makes me an extra $1,000. Love that. after tax. And my insurance business is so slow. Well, that's why we got 3 hustles. Every person should have 3 or 4 sources of income. Why? Because I guarantee you one will fail, if not 2. And that's why at least you got 1 or 2 left. You know, your investments are doing great. You're in a positive for 6 months, and all of a sudden, boom. Okay? You see the fucking disgrace that happened with Viacom and Discovery, and the fucking hedge firms. They dumped a lot of stock, and they knew they were going to dump it, and every regular investor got squeezed out. That was a disgrace. But that's what happens. Or your insurance business is prospering, and then it's not. Or DoorDash, you know, whatever. Then you have car problems. Anything can happen. You get laid off at your main job. As I become a mature man, that's what I realize. Have at least 3 to 4 hustles. Main job is number 1. Side job could be gig economy, DoorDash, Uber, Instacart, etc. Number 3 could be tied into your main job. If you're a construction worker, you can do side work. If you're a nurse, you can get a lot of overtime. Okay, I know that. If you work at Walmart, you can clean houses on the side. Whatever your skill set, whether a plumber, nurse, or retail worker, you can work several jobs. You can have several hustles. Your main job, the gig economy, and something tied to your main job. Okay. So, look, is that ideal? No. But it's better to be independent and have ways to make income, even if you don't need to do them, than not. Andre, welcome back, brother. You come as you are, like Nirvana says, and you leave whenever you want. That's the non-commitment of the memberships, which I appreciate about you. Love to you, brother. Welcome back. Shout out to Jersey. What I can tell you is this, guys. I'm on my second hustle right now, showing up every day. Okay. They say, well, I don't like your video this. I don't like it. Well, I show up every day. I give you something. Some entertainment, some information, some motivation. Okay. I spend time which I care. I listen. I talk. These motherfuckers, I was in a live feed the other day, sucky live feed. I left a positive comment. This guy didn't even read. He was fucking getting drunk. Okay? And then he fucking criticized my video next day. Let me tell you this. Okay? Keep showing up. You take their spot. Take their spot. Take their spot. Accept every order. I know broke people sit in front of their storage unit and they reject DoorDash orders. Shame on them. You got nothing else to do? Accept a $2 delivery. Get in the algorithm of success. You say, I lost 15 grand last week. Well, hey, guys, look. That's part of life. So what do? You keep showing up. Yeah, you're going to have better days. You say, well, I made 15 grand this week. Well, guess what, guys? You ain't going to do that every week. So never think that you either got it all figured out or that you're all failed out. Because many people look to big changes, but they're going to end up in the same shit. Okay? Because it's consistency, self-care, and super chats that bringeth, saith the Lord. Thanos, I work 7 days a week. Well, love to you. But every time I arrive to work, I take a big sigh. Like, not again. Well, every day I wake up, I make that fucking sigh. Welcome to the club. I know, too. Just keep showing up. Yeah, we're all in this battle, man. But what mental ways to aid me? It's better if you show up than you don't. That's the aid. It's better to wake up and to force yourself not to hit the snooze, to force yourself to get going, because if you sleep late, your mental and physical health suffer more. If you don't go to work, you become broke, you depend on other people more, and you hate life more. The sales pitch to doing is if you don't do, someone else has to do for you. And if you think they're going to do for you better than you can do for yourself, welcome to misery, where 2 old guys that ain't get pussy in 10 years are doing a live feed, drinking alcohol, criticizing other people. What I could tell you is this: don't live that life. Okay? Don't live that life. You say, well, you living such a great life? Well, I was living a great life till this fucking beautiful Latina MILF sneezed right next to me. What a disaster. That's why I can never marry anyone, okay? I was in a positive mood, and she messed up my whole night. I'm very upset. It doesn't take much. But what did I do, Dano? Did I not show up to a live feed? No, I'm here. So I've been having to sneeze for 25 minutes and 7 seconds ever since I started this live feed. But you know what I'm doing? I'm just fucking I'm just keep going. Am I uncomfortable? Hey guys, look, yeah. Okay. But that's how you get shit done. You got two choices in life. You're going to persevere or you're going to roll over in your bed. So I know that doesn't make it easier. Guys, again, look, if it was up to me, guys, everyone's getting money. Everyone's healthy. Everyone looks good. No one's sneezing. Everything's great. Guys, I'm like the substitute teacher you want. Okay. However, I'm not like the substitute teacher that you could bully. Okay. Big difference. Okay. So I want to let you guys do whatever you want. I want you guys to do great. Don't bust my chops though. Okay. That's the whole thing. Don't start throwing shit at the substitute teacher thinking something soft. Okay. What I want to tell you tonight is that sometimes we need big changes, most of the time we don't. Okay. Sometimes we do, but most of the time we don't. Never forget it. All right, back to live comments. Love to you guys. Back to Pluto. That I'm not going to continue. Oh, wait, hold on a sec, brother. He goes, DoorDash makes me an extra $1,000 per month. My insurance business is slow. That I'm not going to continue with. You're not, wait, hold on a second. Pluto, you're not going to continue to do your insurance business? Expand on that thought, Nublia. I'm finding ways to make passive income. Well, shout out to you, Nublia. Good job. Adam, it's made in Michigan. I didn't know that. My friend works there. Well, that's a great job. If you could work with a pharmaceutical company, good job. Wendy, I'm a healthcare worker. Shout out to, oh, yeah, that's right. You're, I forgot the difference. Not an RN. Was it an RN? What was the thing, Wendy? It was an RN or there was two types of nurses. I forgot. I remember that. You said that, though. She goes, I'm a healthcare worker, so they pushed me through. Rightfully so. Healthcare workers should be one of the first to get it. I agree with that. Good job, Wendy. We're proud of you. Great industry. Yeah, Wendy can make a lot of money in her industry, in the healthcare industry. I don't care if you're a caretaker with no degrees or a registered nurse. Don't matter. Or whatever type. I don't know the different certifications. Okay. I know this. That the healthcare industry, the tech industry, money back. Pluto. I'm looking for work from Sundays through Wednesday to make an extra $2K and DoorDash, but less. Then I will have 3 solid incomes. Oh, okay, the 3-legged stool. So basically you're saying you're dropping the insurance hustle? Pluto says, what do you think can help me make the extra 2K like the part-time jobs can make me the 2K? Well, DoorDash you got, let me see if you said what your main hustle was. You don't have to tell me like what company you work for. What industry are you in? Your main job. Because the gig economy can apply to everyone. That's one hustle. But your main job, what industry are you in? And then we can find a side hustle off your main skill set. Good job. Andre, welcome back again, brother. We love you. Thank you. Nubia. I want to learn stocks. Well, be careful because that's a very tough game. And you have to very much mitigate your risk. The basic general wisdom to keep money growing long-term without too much volatility is just invest in the index funds after you have a savings account, a steady job, and paid off debt. If you're going to do single stocks, I'm not against it. We have some people that do that. I've done it. But it's very risky. You got to mitigate your risk and be very conscious of that because they can play the game and they can squeeze you out. But looking from the outside, it looks stressful. It totally destroy your mental health, like YouTube almost. But probably worse because YouTube, worst case scenario, you're going to sacrifice your privacy, but you're not going to get paid that much. Stocks, all the hard work that you've done in your life can all be lost. And, you know, that's devastating. So you got to be very careful. Okay, good job. Andre, Sam, I'm always doing side jobs. Good job. Every day. I love making tons. I love making a ton of smiles and money. Well, hey, look, if you got a good personality as far as dealing with people, you're going to make money. Why? Because if you can do a job, especially if you can work in someone's house, in some type of trade or a cleaner, whatever, and they feel safe with you. They feel comfortable. Like I always tell my man, Marcel in the UK, he wants to be a personal trainer. I say, you know what you need to do? You just need to be personable. That's it. Because the big chick or the big dude that's coming in Planet Fitness that needs personal trainer, they just need to feel welcomed, and they just need to know what machines they need to put their big ass on. They don't need to know PX95. They don't need to know about crunches. They don't need no drill sergeant. They need to show where are the bathrooms, how do I use the massage chair, and how do I use this weight machine. That's it, man. Good job. Thano, love to you, brother. Thank you again. Death Nublia. My biggest mental problem is that I'm scared to try some stuff. Okay, well, I appreciate you sharing. At the same time, I get some stuff done. Well, that's good because I tried by accident. Well, yeah, I like that you got it. You see, you're not giving yourself enough credit. It's like, yeah, you got some, we all got issues. But you say, I got this issue, but I still do shit. So, you know what I'll tell you? You're smarter than you think. And you could do a lot more shit. So you'll figure it out. You're smart enough. You got it. Andre. I'm supposed to star on the union. Oh, you're supposed to start on the union making $43 an hour next week, all right? As long as my layoff been there, I do every side job I can get working Saturday and sometimes Sundays. I love it tomorrow again. Well, that sounds good. Yeah, I remember the union days. You work for a while, you get laid off. Sometimes I used to like that. Then at the end, I didn't like it because I didn't like the volatility. But some guys really got in a rhythm with that, and they learned how to work a certain amount of time with the union, get good money. Then, when they get laid off or whatever, they do side jobs, and they figured out a pattern for them. But love to the unions, and love to all my construction workers that helped my career. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the guys out there. And girls. I work with some girl electricians. That's right. Fred. 7 days a week is too much, bro. Damn, Thanfo. Yeah, no doubt. That's a good comment. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of my journey, I worked 7 days a week at times. And yeah, it will burn you out long term. At times, it may be necessary, to get you out of a hole or whatever. So it'll all depend on your individual circumstance. Yeah, but as you mature, you don't want to live a life based on that. That's true. Pluto. I'm going to pause on continuing with insurance. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. And maybe circle back to in the future and have it as a side hustle. I'm not mad at that. Why am I not mad at that? Because you got other hustles going on, and you have earned that right to say, you know what, I don't want to put energy or time into this because I'm putting energy and time into other things that are earning me money, and I just, for whatever reason, you don't want to do it. Whether it didn't work out, you didn't like it, whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as you're doing something and you're producing an income and you're staying healthy and you're making money and your independence is there, I say thumbs up to you, Pluto. You'll figure it out. And even if you don't figure it out, you're doing shit. So that's figuring it out. Wendy, I just paid $7,000 on my student loan today. Congratulations. Even though I know it sucks to pay off stuff that you really don't get nothing for, but I respect that, you're trying to get your life together, man. And that's a blessing, Wendy. Good job. One step closer to debt free. Excellent job. Very proud of you, Wendy. Have 7,000 to go. Very much respectful. What I can tell you is hand clap emoji to you. You're working hard in the medical industry, and I've been debt-free for a year. I got debt-free last year. I think about that now. If I get a house or a car, going back into debt, and unless it was a 0% interest loan, it's tough. It's tough. But how does it feel being debt-free? Well, when you get debt-free, it's almost like there's a void there, and you want to go get another payment. I know that sounds crazy, but that was my experience. The hardest part about the simple life is keeping it simple. You really don't need big changes. See, the simple life is the same shit. That's true. And that's not exciting sometimes. Now, should you enjoy the fruits of your labor? Yeah, even sometimes sometimes I say to myself, Sam, are you doing the same thing when you went in extreme weight loss, where I just lived on fruits and vegetables for 3 years? Maybe. But I'll figure it out eventually, just like I did with that. But, and like what my man Nublia asked me about, mental things. See, me, I could go to an extreme place in a healthy way. When I went an extreme diet, I never neglected the minimum amount of calories and things I need to maintain my health. I didn't do bulimia, anorexia, but I had the same mindset of, I didn't want to eat anything at all. As far as other than what I exactly needed. Like the extreme minimalist. I have a mindset of if I don't use it, I don't have it, and I sacrifice even some basic comforts for extreme control of my life. So even on a spiritual journey, I went very deep in the church, very deep in theology to get an understanding of life so that I didn't have to play the game for 30 years seeking what the truth is. And what I found is, look, if you go on a spiritual journey, you're going to find some truth, but you're also going to find there's no answers to some things. And there's even a scripture that says, don't wear yourself out trying to find all the answers. Don't wear yourself out trying to find all the answers. Find balance. Those who fear God will not be too good, because the Bible says, why destroy your life before your time? And those who don't want to be foolish will not die before their time, because why just be bad for the sake of being bad? So you want to kind of find a balance. Now the balance is the hard part. And there's times in your journey where you have to get extreme to make a change. Like, guys, when I wanted to get out of obesity, I had to make big changes. I didn't start off big changes. I started small changes. When I wanted to move to Florida, I had to make big changes. Now, I didn't start off big changes. I started small changes. But progressively, as you get going, you get excited and you start doing more and more, and then you get extreme. And then the next challenge after you get to that extreme place is, how do you come back to balance? And that's, it's a tough thing. Back in live comments. I'm still thinking about this girl who sneezed. I feel like, let's stay positive. Wendy, it hurt, but weight lifted. Yeah, now definitely, as you pay off debt, there's definitely weight lifted, accomplishment, and focus. Wendy, certified nurse assistant. I love it. Great industry. Medical industry. Shout out to you, Wendy. Pluto. I had to roll down the windows, guys. Hot. Hopefully you can still hear me with the road noise. Pluto, main job in manufacturing. Okay. And I work the 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift. Okay, so that leaves you room to work during the day. But I work the night shift. You got to be very careful you don't screw up your sleep schedule and eating habits. That's what I did. I messed them both up. But look, I think your manufacturing job and DoorDash is enough. Because I think working the night shift, and if you're going to do DoorDash, is enough. I think if you try to do a third thing, unless there's an extreme desire and passion to do a third thing, I would just caution you right now. If, being that you make an adequate amount with your main job and an adequate amount with your side hustle, you're right around $5,000 a month, and you could easily make $5,000 a month if you did a little more DoorDash. I don't think, unless you have an extreme desire and focus to do a certain industry, I don't think you should pick up a third job right now. I think you should be aware of one if you need it, but right now, if you're clearing $5,000 a month, and if you've out of debt, and if you're able to save every month, I think right now, enjoy your life, Now, if you got idle time where you're becoming depressed and getting in trouble, then obviously fill that idle time. But like I said, I think right now you could just fill that idle time by doing more DoorDash. Good job. Doran, I have a friend who makes extra money every year. I am going to add that as a leg to my stool. Doran says, I have a friend who makes extra money every year. I'm going to add that as a leg to my stool. What does that mean, Doran? Expand on that thought a little bit. Love to you. Nublia, I can't have a balance between ego and guilt. Okay. I wonder why life's getting worse sometimes. I can understand that. And then forgetting why I was sad, and then being happy, then feeling lost. I understand kind of what you're saying. Nublius continues. He goes, I don't do drugs, but life is a drug trip. I mean, I understand what you're saying. But what are you going to do? It's like, it's like you could let the trip take you to this negative place. I'm not saying you should address the negative thoughts. I do. But I address them. I keep doing what I need to do. And I try to stay positive for me. Now, some people want you to be positive all the time. And some people want you to be negative all the time. You're never going to be everything to everyone. So you're going to have to figure out who you are. And the main thing I would tell you, Nublia, is manage your time. Wake up early, don't take naps, and don't overthink life. Put some thought into life, but don't overthink it. Good job. And listen to some positive music. Well, I'm not going to say that. Just keep doing you. Andre, Sam, you can't believe in? What does that mean, Andre? What do I believe in? I don't know, man. As I get older, like I say, man, I said that today after I cursed this girl who sneezed in front of me. I said, God, what is going on here? I don't know why I got so upset, but I get upset. Maybe it's because I'm spending too much time in the public. But I said to myself, I feel like I'm losing my religion or my faith or whatever you want to call it. But I still keep the faith. I don't know, man. I question. At this time, I'm just trying to show respect to people as far as like in public. I always try to make sure I'm respectful to people. I try to stay out of trouble. On YouTube, I vent, and I know sometimes people feel like I'm being disrespectful towards them, and I apologize for that, but this is my only time during the day where I vent and I have interaction with someone this long. So I call my mom once a day, but it's usually for like 10, 15 minutes. Once in a while, I call a friend. Other than that, it's work, and I'm just a loner. So for this hour that I do every live feed or video I do, I'm just letting loose. I'm sharing. And so, what do I believe in? Look, at this point, like I said, my main belief system is, try to stay out of trouble, try to be productive. And that's it. I think for me, just try to stay out of bullshit. That's kind of pretty much it. Hopefully that helps you, Nublia. I guess overthinking is only need at times when needed, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's like, yeah, sometimes critical thinking is needed, no doubt. You can't just skip through life. You got to give deep thought, But at the end of the day, if you're trying to figure out, how do you cure poverty, the answer is the Federal Reserve. If you're trying to figure out, how do you cure drug addictions or mental problems, there is no answer. I mean, there's a higher level of healthcare and education, but even that, it's like you can only do so much. How do you cure obesity? We're still in an epidemic of obesity. Well, I think you'd have to eventually put regulation maybe on some fast food establishments, etc. Yeah, you can only have one Chick-fil-A every 20 miles. One fast food place. You can still have fast food, but will they ever do that? No, I mean, I understand the power of choice too. And like I said, my mom has told me at times, she's obese, she says, look, Sam, food is the only enjoyment I get out of life. So do I want to take that from her? I know plenty of people, guys, they hate life. They never say it. Why? Because they get drunk every night. Okay? And without alcohol, guys, there would be fucking total disasters. Okay? So, I don't know. I understand their perspective. And like I said, I don't want to snatch the liquor out of their hands. I don't want to snatch the, fried chicken out of their hands. And if you do, there's going to be a fight. I remember one time I told my father, I said, man, you're having too much to drink. And don't ever tell someone they have too much to drink. They go crazy. So, what I've learned is this. I just kind of do my own thing. I let everyone do theirs. And you're not going to be able to outthink. The only time people want to know what you think is when there's an emergency. So, guys, when shit hits the fan, that's when people are ready to make a change. Like, why does everyone want to make big changes this year? Because last year, like any tragedy, like any major event, makes people assess their life. And especially when you go time without having something, then you feel an extreme passion to do something. And, that creates that environment for thought, and doing. Eventually it fades and life becomes monotonous again. And then, it's the same shit. Okay. Like right now, the only reason we're in a year of big changes is because we had a big change. We had a tragedy last year. Whatever. More people died than, like World War II and the Civil War combined, I think. Something like that. So you said all old people are going to die anyway. Well, not all of them are old, but most of them were. But what are you going to do? I mean, do you not, it's still like they weren't able to see their relatives. Again, I know people that got sick from the coronavirus. Look, again, most people survive it. Bottom line is, beyond all that shit, if you couldn't travel at will, you couldn't live how you wanted to live, and even if, you're not really concerned about the virus, you're concerned about how society changed. Okay. And what I can tell you is, It's good if we look at how can we use this as an opportunity to not just change society. Guys, society changed forever. Why? Because right now, if the federal government didn't back the bond market, the Dow Jones average would be at about 5,000. Airlines would be bankrupt. Housing would not be booming. It would be busting. Without the low interest rates and all the liquidity, that without the stimulus, 2008 would have looked like a cherry on a top. Okay. So what we've learned, guys, we may never go through a recession again. Okay. Now you say, look, I'm broke as fuck. I empathize with that because, guys, you can lose all your money in a stock. You can lose all your money on a business, even when all society's going good. I understand that. So, but what I'm trying to tell you on a mass scale, the biggest change that happened is that the government stepped in so big, it kept society booming. Okay. And that's why inflation's high right now. You know, if times were bad, there would be deflation, meaning that prices would be going down. Prices would be going down because people don't have money. There's no demand. And people don't have money when the stock market is down, when there's no extra unemployment, there's no extra stimulus. That's when you have a recession. You don't have a recession when the stock market's up, when people get stimulus, there's extra unemployment, there's low ass interest rates. You don't have a recession. So that's a big change. That's a big change between 2021 and 2008. In 2008, guys, there was none of that. And that's why my mom got laid off. I remember that was horrible. I remember the union workers got laid off. My house was underwater for 7 years. Okay. So so what I could tell you is this. I remember in 2008, I had a guy tell me, Sam, I got to put my life savings somewhere. Where should I put it? I can't trust the banks. People were scared in 2008 that the banks, there wasn't going to be money to withdraw. In 2021, people are saying, what should I do with my extra stimulus? And people are saying, put it in Bitcoin. You know the difference? That's a big change. That's a big change between thinking, well, knowing that you're going to lose your house. That's number one. Two is not even thinking you're going to have any money left in savings because the banks are going to collapse. Three is you don't know what's going to happen to society. Versus nowadays, Bitcoin, which is this imaginary thing, is not even a fucking real thing, is fucking soaring. Stock market's overinflated. The house market's booming. Guys, it's fucking big changes. All right, let's take pause. Where are we at? I got into a tangent. Sorry about that. I got to go back to live comments. Noobly, I read that. Doran, stock market, and I'll let you know as I learn. Oh, okay. Well, be careful, Doran. I just spoke on the stock market a little bit. Yeah, I believe you have quite a bit of money. I remember you said your husband married you for money, and now we curse him because we know he came to Florida with his new girlfriend. I don't know, man. I mean, I try not to ever tell people what to invest in because I don't want to ever lead someone astray. I mean, obviously, if you have a financial advisor, the most basic, common investment that most people will tell you is in the index funds. Which the index funds are just like a group of stocks, basically like the S&P 500, and just the big companies and some of the small companies in the stock market, but a group of them diversified in industry and different stocks. And it basically, if the stock market is up, you're up. If the stock market is down, you're down. But on average, the stock market returns about 8% a year, something like that. So now some years it may be down, most years it's up. You know, on average, you're going to get 8%. Okay. So if you invested $100,000, that means you made $8,000. If you invested $1 million, okay, that means you made $80,000. You know, that's why they say, like, to retire and to live off your investments, you need, $1 to $3 million so that you can make, 80, 100 grand. Now, The average salary right now in America is 60 grand, but that's for a single person, no kids. Most people have 2 kids. So if you got no kids, then you can live on a little bit less. But again, it doesn't mean there's a guarantee that if you put $1 million in the stock market, you're going to get 8% this year. That's the average. Last year, during the pandemic, where the whole society was shut down, it went up like, well, at its trough, guys, the stock market went down like 18,000. Okay. And then it shot right back up once the government intervened, and it went all the way up, to 30,000. Now it's at like 33. So I saw before the coronavirus, which I already thought we were in a bubble. I saw people meeting at Starbucks, because again, I was in Starbucks when it was still open before the coronavirus, like, a couple months before. And just about every day for the past couple of years, because when the stock market's good, it's always like this. I'm in the public all day. So I'm working at a Starbucks, and people would come in there. And some of the people that would come in there would be financial advisors that would meet their clients. And this was like, again, 2-3 months for the coronavirus. And the financial advisor is telling the guy, look, the stock market's in good shape. It may go up or down a little bit, but you give your money with me. You never have to worry about it, et cetera, et cetera. And I would have loved to see all the people he told that with in March and April, when the stock market went down 30-40%. And, again, if he wrote it out, he was fine. But, I believe, especially, some smaller firms, or depending on who you are as an individual, you're going to want to pull your money out, because I had people I know that they were about to pull their money out. They were scared. Now, some of them didn't. But that's very hurtful, too, to the people that did pull their money out, because how did they know that the government was going to, automatically back the bond market, cause stocks to go up? How do you know what day they're going to do that? You don't know. They could have let it go down another 40%. Look, the system is a little bit rigged. But the thought process is either you're betting with the country or against it. So the thought process is you put your money in the index funds in the stock market, and if the stock market totally implodes, our whole country implodes, and you don't have any money anyway. So the thought process is, even if the stock market goes down a considerable amount, eventually the U.S. government will intervene and it will come back up eventually. So your question is time horizon, pain threshold, and, even then there's no guarantee, because, look, could the government collapse? Yeah, but if the government collapsed, your money's not worth anything anyway. Nothing's worth anything. The whole society shut down. So, bottom line is, all of society is dependent on the stock market overall going up. And that's it. There's no way around it. So, it's a tough thing, but that's kind of the breakdown. Andre, Sam, sorry for being late in these comments. Sam, you can't believe what happened in my house. What happened? My father-in-law this past Saturday at 6 p.m., sugar's levels were very low. My wife called for help. I told him to get a sweet orange or something else. Yeah, no, that's a good job, Andre. When, depending on what type of a diabetic or something like that you're dealing with low sugar levels, my grandfather used to have that. You had to give him orange juice or an orange or a piece of candy, depending on, again, their individual circumstance. But yeah, my grandfather used to be like that. And I remember like 2 years ago at the Jersey Shore, older guy passed out in the pool, and they had to go get him orange juice, and that's what got him out of his, I don't know if it's called like a diabetic coma or whatever. Fred, I can see the girl sneeze. I'm still thinking about this today in your direction. Really like you, bro. I could tell you this, she was hot. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't think she sneezed at me on purpose, because I'm honest. But I felt like the Lord. I feel like as soon as I walk by something's got to happen. Again, as soon as I park somewhere, somebody got parked next to me. Because even it happened today. I was by a beach park. I park in the corner because I don't want to be bothered. And I couldn't understand. This HVAC truck came almost right next to me. And I'm saying to myself, why would you do that? And I think, I don't know if God playing games or what. Or if it's just like energy attracts energy. I don't know. Def Nublia, rest in peace to your father-in-law. Amen. Fred, a glass of a glass of OJ or fruit juice helps raise the blood sugar. Yeah, I agree with that. Good job, Fred. Andre, 20 minutes after he had the orange, he was fine. Yep, at 12:40 a.m. Okay, at night that was a little scary. Again, his sugar level was on 36, very low. Okay, that time I told my wife call 911. That's scary. They come and they saved him again. Praise the Lord. Shortly after, he was fine. Well, thank God, Andre. I'm sorry you had to go through that. You handled it the right way. You called the authorities, called emergency medics. You did what you could to stabilize the situation. You did a good job, Andre. And I'm glad everything worked out. Good job. Nubia. Oh, that's good news. Sorry, I misread that. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Nubia. Andre. Hours later at 6:30 a.m., again, his sugar level was 20. Poor man. Again, my wife called 911. Damn. They took him to the hospital. Yeah, if it's going down like that, there's something seriously wrong, I would think. Yeah, good job. Oh, shit, Dorn, I am so late on these super chats. You must hate me. Dorn, oh my God, Enthonof. What a disaster I'm doing on this live feed tonight. Dorn, $3 super chat. Dorn, all I can tell you is this. I feel like a financial advisor who just left you in Starbucks for like an hour, and you're like, where the fuck did this guy go? I apologize. I try not to ever bullshit you. I apologize, Doran. Thank you for that gracious super chat. Thumbs up to you. Keep a certain amount in the savings account. How much can you have in a savings account in the United States of America? Well, anything over $250,000 is not federally insured. However, if the banking systems collapse, nothing's insured. Okay, so and with high inflation, how much do you want to keep in a savings account? I would say no more than 100 or 200 grand. And that's like highest you would ever want to. The rest should be in something, but it's very hard to tell you what. Love to. Thanof. Okay, I know Tuckahoe. Yeah, I know. I went to, Thanofo. I went to, what's that park by, Tuckahoe? I did a video about it early on my channel. There's a state park or something right there with a lot of trees. I forgot the name of that, yeah, there's a lot of campgrounds down there, and there's some 1,000 trails down in that area. I went to a couple of them. I went to that 1,000 trails in what was it, Ocean View or whatever, exit like 20 off the Parkway. Yeah, I know where Tuckahoe is. That you got that good shop right, man. Thunfo, I know where you live, man. You got that good shop right off Route 9. I know that shop right. Okay. And I think there used to, not at Anytime Fitness, there used to be a 24-hour fitness in there. There's a Burger King in there. I used to go get a Diet Coke in there. And then there's a Wawa and a Dunkin' Donuts. There's no Starbucks by there. That's the disaster. Yeah, I know that area, man. I know Tuckahoe. Love to you, man. Thank you again. I feel like this damn lady shouldn't have coughed by me. Damn, girl. Where was I at? Let me go off this thing. Nublia. Nublia says, I hope he gets better. He's talking about Andre's family member. Nublia says, I hate God, so I don't pray. I understand. But I still wish him God's grace. Well, I appreciate that, Nublia. You got to have the right to feel, you have the right to feel that way, and I understand it. I do. I love you, Nublia. Thank you for staying positive. Doran, I recently left house living. Oh, did you? And moved into an apartment. Okay. And I can't take living so close to people. I can understand that. And I'm moving to the woods. Well, for a big change. Yeah, that's interesting, Doran. I definitely empathize with not wanting to live in an apartment. I lived in a condo, which is very similar because, you got people around you. But I don't think I would want to live in the woods. Okay. Why? One is I don't want to take care of a lot of property. I probably wouldn't want more than a quarter acre. However, look, I guess if you got a couple acres and most of them are woods that you don't have to maintain, I can understand. So one is you got to have the money to maintain the property or hire someone to do it. Two is you got to ask yourself how far away from town or shops are you. And then I guess three is if you're a homebody and you're going to be in the house, I guess it doesn't matter that much. But the problem with houses in the woods, a lot of times they're big houses. So don't buy too big a house because, you don't want that thing to own you. But I can understand. I can understand where you're coming from, Doran. You'll figure it out. You're a smart lady. Dave, what's up, man? David, I love you. I appreciate you coming back, brother. I know I love you, David. You know what last week was about. David says, I'm a positive person. I like you saying that. But I have to deal with negativity. I understand. And fix my life. I love you, brother, and I appreciate you coming back. Sign of character, in my opinion. I can't act like everything is fine. I don't want you to. Things are better, but you don't fix major problems in a year. It takes time. Now, I can understand that. And I respect you. But like I said, we can't fix a problem by stiffing people. I know that we were talking the other night, like, should you pay your back rent? Now, again, if you're in an apartment complex and if you're destitute, then yeah, that's why they got the programs where there's no evictions. Now, if you got money and whatever, I mean, if you're not living there anymore, it's one thing. But you want to kind of, even if you don't pay the whole thing right away, just like the working nurse, Wendy, she paid her student loan debt, $7,000. She don't get nothing back for it, but, she owed it. So again, look, if it was up to me, I would dissolve certain debt. But, you just, like I said, I believe that you're a positive person. I respect that you're honest and you don't bullshit me. And I appreciate you coming back. Like I said, I've been there myself, so I don't want to be a hypocrite. But just like you, what you're doing now is, as long as you keep working and you try to at least settle up as best you can with, you should be okay. And you'll figure it out. I appreciate you, David. You know what I'm saying. Nubia. Love to you, David. I'm very proud of you. You made a few payments. That's all. Just do the right thing as best you can. I understand your situation. I'm very proud of you, David, and I appreciate you coming back to me. It shows a lot about you. So I got you, brother, and I love you, and God bless, man. You're doing good, man. You're doing good for yourself. Very proud of you. Deathcore Nubia. The woods is a nice place for peaceful. Yeah, Death Nubia like those horror movies, and he lives in the woods, man. That would make me go crazy. I couldn't live in the woods and watch horror movies, man. Death Nubia. I wish I could work miracles. Yeah, I mean, if you could work miracles, like everyone be rich, everyone look good, and no one ever feel pain. I mean, what else would you do? That's like, it's perfect. So to me, that's what I would do. Why not? I mean, make everything good, right? But it's not that way, so can't overthink it. Doran, thank you again very much, Doran. Very gracious of you. Thank you, everyone, tonight. Adam, kind of off subject, Sam. That's okay. Got a call from my kid's mom. Okay. Some kid at school bullied him. All right, that's part of being in school. I think we've all been through that phase. Started bullying him. Has been bullying him for a while. Okay. The kid picked my son up and dropped him on his head. Oh my God, he broke my son's eardrum. Wow, well, that's tough, man. You may need to look to press charges. Bullying is part of life. I wish it wasn't. I was never really a bully. I more or less stood up to a couple bullies. But I know being in a couple fights, things could have went any way. So one is, you got to get all the facts. That's first. Because you got to hear all the things that led up everything. And once you get all the facts, then you have to assess, again, if you press charges, how old the kids are, and you got to get your kid out of that environment, or that other kid's got to get suspended or expelled. But the first thing you have to do, obviously, is take care of your son, make sure he's okay. His health is number one. Number two is you got to assess, after you make sure your kid's okay, is you got to assess all the information without bias. Without bias. Without bias. Without bias. And once you get all the information without bias, then you'll have to make some executive decisions on what escalation you need to go to, whether it's the police, whether it's the school system, etc. But secure your kid's health, get all the information, and then you have to focus on the remedy. Good job. And I'm sorry going through that. Andre, thanks, Nublia. Thanifo, thank you again. Yeah, shout out to Tuckahoe, man. I know where that's at. Nice area. Right by Atlantic State too a little bit. Death Cornublia, welcome, bro. Fred, 1K a week sounds good to me. That's a blessing. How much is your rent? Thonflo. Oh wait, yeah. No, I didn't read the other part. I'm fucking talking about Tuckahoe. I'm sorry, Thonflo. Forgive me, guys. I apologize for this. Thank you, Fred, covering me up on this. I got all worked up about Tuckahoe. And then Thonfo asked me, is 1K a week good or low? 1K a week is good because that's 4K a month. Poverty in America is making $1,000 or less per month. The average salary in America is $65,000. Take home, that's about $3,500 a month. So you are just above the average salary or right around it, because I don't know if that 4K is pre-tax or after tax. If you're taking home 4K a month, you're doing good. If you're taking home maybe 3,500 or 3K, you're average. But again, right, it's going to depend on your circumstance. Now, if you got 5 kids, you broke as fuck. Okay. If you got no kids, no wife, no alimony, you rich as fuck. Okay. So you see how quick your situation changed. Like if you got an ex-wife and a new wife and 2 kids and one with the new girl that you're dating, you got 3 kids, you are broke as fuck. Okay. You can get 20 grand, you broke as fuck. Okay. But if you single, you are living a vida loca. So kids and relationships determine if that 4K a month is living a vida loca or living a vida misery. Okay? That's what I tell you. Good job. Thank you, Fred. Death Cornublia. Your son's eardrum. Man, that's harsh. No, it is. Jesse, oh, hey, Jesse. So true, Sam. I used to hate long-term investments, but now I buy the dip of any good companies with positive net income. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, single stocks are still tough, but again, if you put them in your risk bucket, not your main net worth bucket, then that's okay. Again, if you have another source of income, if you got some other long-term things, and if you have a certain amount of money in your net worth that you can allocate towards risk, and if you lose it all, you won't be suicidal or destitute, then it makes sense. And that's how life should be lived, where we can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee you if you walk by a beautiful girl, she's not going to sneeze right in front of you. What a disaster. Okay. But at least I'm outside. I was wearing a mask. She wasn't wearing a mask. Now I was outside getting ready to go into the store. Now she was outside. She didn't have to wear the mask, but she didn't have to sneeze. She didn't know I was behind her, but I was upset. I don't want to get upset. Jesse, you're right. All right, everyone. I showed up again. And God willing, I'll show up tomorrow. I want to thank everyone in the live chat tonight. I want to thank Andre for coming back to the members. Fred, I want to thank you for your gracious super chat. Pluto, thank you. Andre, thank you. Thonfo, thank you. Doran, thank you. All my members out here sharing tonight. Adam, feel better. Adam's got COVID. Nublia, thank you for your thoughts. David, great to see you back in here. Jesse, always good to talk, the money bag with you. Fred, appreciate everything that you do, man, and everything that you've done for me. Good man. And we're just going to keep pushing forward. Pluto, keep pushing forward, man. Readjust your life as necessary. Sometimes we got to change things up. Love you, Pluto. And that's it, guys. Did the best I could tonight, and I appreciate you. Have a good night.